strategy, marketing mix, and conclusion recommendation. So Solon Solar was founded in 1997 and is headquartered in Berlin, Germany. It specializes in the production of solar energy products. They have two main areas of expertise. Their first main area is their components, which consists of solar modules made of monocrystalline and polycrystalline solar cells. And their second main component is system technology, which consists of large-scale power plants as well as turnkey solar power plants. They have 10 fully owned subsidiaries located in Germany, the U.S., Austria, Switzerland, and Italy. Some of their main strengths are the high quality of their products, and they ensure this by having high control over the production. Second main strength is their efficiency in their technology, and with each module they are able to generate high levels of energy relative to surface area. Their third main strength is their high levels of investment in research and development. They currently, or in 2008, they invested $2.5 million in R&D, which just allows their products to be very innovative. One of their main weaknesses is their high capital investment needed in order to fund the project, as well as their high dependence on government subsidizing alternative energy. Currently, Solon only goes into countries where the subsidies are large enough to make their solar energy cost competitive. However, if governments choose to change their policies, Solon could be left in countries where they are no longer cost competitive. So this just shows a little bit about the Turkish solar potential. And according to the European Union Solar Evaluation of Europe, Turkey offers more potential than Italy and about equal to Spain, making Turkey an ideal location for Solon to enter.
Two important features of the Turkish environment are that they experienced a lot of economic growth between 1992 and 2007 up until the global recession. So there's a lot of wealth generated during that time, and also Turkey is in the process of applying to the EU right now, which is important for Solon because a lot of the EU requirements involve investment in renewable energies. And some important parts about the energy sector in Turkey are that the industry is a $30 billion industry currently, and it's expected to increase to $55 billion by 2015. Turkey is an energy importing country, and the demand for energy increases by 4.5% annually, which is well above that of most other countries. And as Catherine mentioned, they have an ideal geographic location. And then the potential target market, there's the three potential target markets Solon will focus on is the government, corporations, and consumers. However, we're really not going to focus too much on consumers just because the product is so expensive. And there's not really a huge percentage of the population that could afford the product. As far as corporations go, the three main industries in Turkey are financial services, manufacturing, and agricultural. Within the financial services, they're not really heavily energy reliant. However, they're the most stable industry in the country. They've maintained pretty high revenues throughout the recession. And there's also a lot of forward thinking and innovation within the financial services. As far as manufacturing goes, the four main areas are textile, food, chemical, and medical. And recently, a lot of these companies have been consolidated into holding companies. There's a lot of money in these holding companies, and they are really heavily energy reliant. And then for agricultural, it's mostly comprised of a lot of smaller firms, not necessarily have an income to afford our product. However, the government is really subsidizing the agricultural industry to try to expand it and encourage growth. So we would sort of tie in our marketing with the government and the agricultural industry. And within the government, as well as encouraging them to install our modules on the actual government buildings, we're actually going to try to get the government to install a solar energy park in the country to provide the mass amounts of solar energy. And then last, for individuals, like I said, we're really not going to target them too much. However, we believe there is a small percentage of the population in Turkey that would purchase our products, and these people tend to live in larger cities and work in the financial services or manufacturing industries. So we're planning on targeting the top level employees in the companies that we're actually targeting to use the product.
So in terms of the solar technology industry, which is growing really fast with its leading countries of Germany, Japan, and the United States, in 2008, the global installed capacity grew by over 50% due to a boom in the Spanish solar market. And the main global competitors for Solon gonna come from the already previously named countries. In terms of Germany, the leading companies are Q-Cells and SolarWorld. They both have higher capacities installed than Solon, but currently they are tied up in projects in the United States and Northern Africa. Japan, the leading company is Sharp Group, which already started actually manufacturing solar cells in 1959 and is today the world's largest manufacturer of solar cells and modules. In terms of the USA, the market is heavily competitive and strongly influenced by European companies such as BP Solar, and a new player is arriving with China. It's somewhat of an unexpected source, but its leading company, Trina Solar, has just signed a contract with Italy's Cursor Group to supply them with low-cost solar cells, and Cursor actually plans to go into Turkey. Next slide. Then within Turkey, the market is not dominated by a single group of companies or by a single company. Rather, there are a lot of smaller companies which are at the beginning stage. However, one company, Form Solar, which is the oldest and largest solar technology company in Turkey, has recently signed a contract with Sharp to become their exclusive distributor of solar cells. And also in Turkey, the Turkish government pursues different options than solar, namely nuclear and hydrogen energy, and the government has advised its own state-run company, Temsan, to develop further hydrogen power plants.
Now, when deciding to enter the Turkish market, there's certain considerations that have to be kept in mind. First of all, Turkey is a developing country, so there's a high potential loss of intellectual property. There's also a lot of risk involved, and that the need of foreign direct investment. However, Turkey also has a high context